Well, they are father and son. Their name is Richards, but they're not driving together this weekend at the Bathurst 1000. This is one partnership in which Dad takes a big step back.
Crossing the Tasman to mix it with Australia's best V8 supercar drivers 5 years ago was a daunting challenge for Kiwi Jason Richards. But he wasn't on his own. His best mate was beside him, a man who's barely missed a race since he was in go-karts and now travels from New Zealand every race weekend, his father Dave. But you won't find Dave Richards in the grandstands. He's hands-on, in charge of the tyres for Tasman Motorsport on race weekends and ready to deliver a pep talk just when it's needed.
He knows when I'm sort of struggling and when I'm going well, and just make sure he puts me in the right frame of mind, I guess, before I jump out on the track. But he is a mentor to me because he works hard. He gives me the he's a guy who always does it perfectly, and tyre pressure is always within 0.1. And I challenge any other tyre guy up and down pit lane to have that sort of consistency.
While Jason is usually the star, this day it's his father's turn to shine at the track where it all began for his speedy son near Christchurch.
Well, something's amiss here. What's going on? Your dad's in the race suit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've got the tools for the day, obviously, but doesn't he look pretty good in one of these suits?
The fact that it's yours and he looks good in it, he's pretty trim. You've done well, Dave.
Either that or I haven't been training for Bathurst, I don't know.
But what's the story here? Dad's having a drive?
Well, look, it's he's been so good to me. He's given me the opportunity to live my dream and really supported me. And it's an opportunity for Dad to experience, I guess, what I do and have all this fun.
And you've never driven before?
Never driven a race car in my life before. No, I've only ever spanned it, kept them going, type of thing. But really looking forward to this. This is just a buzz for me.
So, after a little instruction, the man behind the scenes gets to find out what all the fuss is about.
A little steering, little movements, nice and smooth, nice positive gear changes, and probably have to push harder on the brake pedal, I'd say. Okay.
Dave clearly had enthusiasm, but his knowledge of warming tyres before putting in a flyer seemed to elude him.
Oh well, is he okay? I think he is. There we are. He's committed though, which is good. Hey, I like to go hard. Opening lap, cold tyres, young fella.
Given opportunities in his youth, perhaps the old man could have shown that his son's natural ability was in fact all in the genes. What is clear is that Jason Richards is one of V8 Supercars' rising stars. And when he stood on the podium at Bathurst last year, he truly came of age and further enhanced that special bond between father and son.
So I looked down and I saw his beaming face, and he was virtually standing up on the podium with me last year. So that was a pretty special moment because we both dreamed of that moment happening, and obviously we didn't win it, but for us standing on that podium was success.
That was huge for me. That was probably the day of my life, because we've come a long way and we've been together for a long time, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that my son would be standing on the podium at Bathurst. I mean, that was just never ever going to happen. And as I say, we did it probably financially really hard, and to get him up there was just absolutely, I was just blown away.
While the memory of a year ago still brings a tear to the old man's eye, he's hoping luck, skill and fate can see Tasman Motorsport go that one step further.
Andrew Jones is going to be his partner, and between the two of them they have a good thing going together, and I believe that there's a possibility they can put it back on the podium. I believe in them. It's going to happen.
And as we've all been told, father knows best.
Well, an outstanding performance, Jason, putting that car into the top 10 shootout. You'll see it a little later on this afternoon.